Welcome, hello and welcome to yet another full-time live from the MoeU University workshop. It is Friday night, well, at least it's Friday night Central European time. Don't know what time it is from where you are watching, but it's Friday night. It was my last official day of vacation, so I wasn't at work the last 2 weeks, but I still had lots to do with the whole garden project, and also I did a couple of hobby things, and I don't know if you might notice it during the stream, but I've also did the spring clean here in the workshop. Normally the basement is not part of the regular cleaning program for the house. I'm a bit sloppy when it comes to that, but one time at a year I might clean out the workshop. It's not like dirty in here or like messy, but still dust accumulates on all the surfaces. And so I spent like a whole afternoon cleaning the workshop, and now it's like fresh and sparkly, but I have to move on, so I make it dirty again. Before I make myself dirty and gross, first of course, let's grab a cup of tea. Chocolate pear green tea. Luckily all the tea is starting to disappear. It's running out, because as you noticed, I guess it's the first day I'm here with like short sleeves and short shirts. I still am wearing my Mr. Hobby apron, but still temperatures are up. Today was like really lovely weather, almost like felt kind of warm, kind of summery today, so I'm not sure how long I will be able to drink tea during the streams. I guess 1 month, and then I might change over to a couple of cold ones during those build streams. Okay, and the second thing on the agenda before we finish the Lain diorama, you can see it on the second monitor. I'll switch over the cameras for a second. Here is the state of the Lain diorama, how we left it last stream, and today I will finish the side builds so that I can make the photo on the weekend, I guess. I don't know if I have time. Tomorrow will be hard pressed. Tomorrow there won't be time to doing the photo, and Sunday, if the weather is okay to do it, and I can find time, I might do it. But if the set is ready, that's at least it's one thing to be ready, and then I have to wait until a window of opportunity opens regarding time and weather, because I don't need it. Like normally when you do outdoor shooting, you want to have nice weather, but for this photo, I guess it's more appropriate if I have like a cloudy, like kind of moody weather, but it should not rain, of course. Hi there, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Did you have a great week? Could you enjoy it? And are you glad that the weekend is here? So yeah, I was a bit late today, and before we start, I will show you some things that came in today, or at least during the week. First of all, I need a new project for Plum Monday, next Monday, because Emma is now basically finished, and also the bonus set. I finished those parts that I wanted to finish. And so yeah, I need a new set, I need a new project. And so I went to the like merchandise store where Akiba Ferret is working, and I visited him, and I've picked up a new kit, and I wanted to build a mecha, some kind of mecha next. I didn't want to do another like Bishojo plastic model kit, and or another like one of those waifu kits, so to say. And so I picked up a 30-minute kit, but not 30-minute sisters. It's 30-minute fantasy. It's a Roseanne Lancer. From what I was told, this is like the fantasy line of 30-minute, the 30-minute line, and yeah, we use those models in our little armory photo shoot that we did, and yeah, this one is like yeah, it was the price was okay, and also the concept is that you build the guy basically, and then you attach all those armor plates around him. And the thing is that, as you can see on the box, the eyes are glowing. And when we did the photo shoot with the little armory Figmas, we managed to put some LED lights behind the mask. But this was like, we put it behind the mask, and then the cable was running outside of the model, and we just managed to tape it away and then just Photoshop it out from the picture. But if I build this, I might do this and try this as well, to have the cable inside of the model and basically let the cable run to his feet and then into the ground, where I might also do a little diorama for this, a little base, because I'm not sure if this comes with a stand, but yeah. So this will be for Monday, the upcoming sessions. I mean, this is like 30-minute sisters is like the idea that you can build this in 30 minutes, but I guess MS does not stand for a minute sister. In my case, it more or less stands for 30 Monday streams. So hopefully it not 30 weeks, but it will take me a bit longer. Then I also picked up a little something for an upcoming short review, because I want to do those short reviews as well. This is really heavy. This is the Miku Gundam collaboration. It's a Saku Char color, the red one. So it's the commander with the commanding spike, and this is, I guess this is basically just a vinyl figure. It's one piece, and I might do a short first impression review on those. But it's like, it's adorable. Even the box is adorable. It has this like cube form, and then there is a picture of the, it's like an old video game, like an old what's it called, visual novel style, with some lines, some interlaced lines on it. So that's a really nice box, like the color scheme. There was of course a green one as well, the classic green Saku color, but I find the red more appealing. It pops more with Miku's turquoise hair thingies. So yeah, that's nice. And then something to unbox. Another figure arrived, because if you follow my YouTube channel, I guess, I hope I can do this for all the times. I am doing a little series now where I basically list all the things I did in the hobby during the past month. I did this for January, I did this for February, and I did this for March. And since April is also almost over, I would say, at least we are past the midpoint, so I can start to think about writing the script and come up with video ideas. And I'm telling you all the things I did during the that's a command horn antenna, and the back is in the style of old SVR, Super Robot Wars. Yeah, I thought, yeah, the picture on the back side. Yeah, that's good to know. That's actually good to know for the review. Yeah, that's nice. I watched basically no Gundam series until this point. The thing is, I have to be careful because my my concern is always that I don't like it, that I don't like it. Doesn't make sense. It's more that I like it too much, and if I with a massive media franchise that exists for like decades, if you start watching those, you can sink so much time into this. It would be like if I'm suddenly decided to watch, like start to watch One Piece, for example, or to read One Piece. You know, can't have that. So yeah, and when I do those videos, like what I did during the past month, I also, at the end of the video, I list the top 10 figure picks for the month, what was released in April, for example. And yeah, so, and my top pick, at least my top pick, that what makes the most sense to me to have in my collection, I ordered a figure, and this is the one that arrived today. If you want to start with Gundam, Turn A is a standalone, a bit of a Victorian square of the world with strong anti-war motifs. Yeah, I like, Oki always tells me Gundam, of course, is like almost exclusively anti-war thing, and there are some like more fantasy-based chapters or like series, and then I was more like military focused and more like grounded. There is even one like with boots on the ground, like setting, like I guess it's like for the Vietnam, like what is it called, like the era where there was the Vietnam War, when it was topical. So this is the current Ami print that came with the package. It's one that I don't own, and it's a portrait format, so it's very nice to have to put it someday into the office in a frame. Yeah, the 8MS series is the Vietnam but Gundam. Yeah, right. Because I know this because there are lots of like model kits, but then there are like normal model kits what like normal people would build, like tanks and like small jeeps and stuff like that. Top Gun but Gundam, Stardust Memory. Yeah, like this is like I said, to oh no. it's one of those. It's interesting. Ah! Jesus, guess I have to remove those as well. Okay. It's a brown box. Is it really only a brown box? That would be super weird. No, it's not just a brown box. I've had a couple of those, like Shibuya Scramble figures that came in like a brown box. But wouldn't it be super weird if it was just a brown box and nothing else? But it is like, it's very thoroughly packed. Interesting. There she is. Ha! It's like in a bag. It's a Reno figure. Look at her. It's my I must have in every collection. I have to say, a figure that is sitting in a celestial body, like the sun, the moon, some planets. I think this belongs in every collection. Some sort of those motifs. I had one from Mitos, like in Vienna, but I sold it, and now I have this one. And once again, I will not unbox this any further because I need it for the review, but once again, it's a windowless box. It's totally cardboard. And like I always said, those boxes will become more and more standard. I also noticed quite a few changes with the Nandroid boxes, and with an Android like system, when I did the B-roll and the review preparations for Nina from Girls Band Cry, and yeah, so it's super interesting to see. And I guess I need this box. I need this box for stuff. I was waiting for an Ami box, because Ami has the nicest cardboard boxes. Those are really cool cardboard boxes. So I guess I will just, yeah, the camera spazzed out a bit, so I will just take a short break. We'll remove all the figures, and I'm be right back. Okay, I will reset the camera. Okay, so sorry for that. Now the workbench is empty, and I guess I can show you what I did off stream. I've built those two things, those two staircases. Let me place them over here, and let's see if I can show this to you. So those two staircases, they are like, should be like this and this, and the street goes in the middle, of course. So I have to now come up with a way to attach those to the street and have them loose so that I can remove them. Because big brain over here, I measured the set, and the set is, believe it or not, it's like 80 centimeter in length and 80 centimeter in height. Width is not like really important. And then I go to my car and I measured the trunk of my car. It's a station wagon, and I also measured the door, like the back row door, and it's already critical. I mean, I will be able to get this into the car, but I was like, and I know that when I was building this, I was like, if I can fit this into my car as it is, I don't know. So those two will be essential for the diorama, but I will attach them in a way that I can just simply detach them, and I will do the final mounting when I'm on location. So yeah, this one is almost ready. It is painted white, and yeah, I added those like this border around here so that it leaves a nice gap between the street and the structure. So guess if there is like it casts a shadow, and it might look nice. And now I have to come up with some support things so that plants can rest in here. I mean, this would rest with the edge of the pot. It will rest up here, but I really need to have this like deeper in here. So I will just add some structure in those staircases so that I can have some plants in here. And then I also, that's the final touch, I've printed those like fences, I would say, that will be attached to those things. Because if you recall the photo this is like based on, this is the picture it is based on, then you can see it where my fingers are. It's like those staircases, and they have those yeah, guardrails or like fences. So yeah, that was my inspiration, so to say. And this one I have to still paint this one. Yeah, of course I also have like smaller grass that I can rip apart and I can place it over here. So just some final touches until this is ready to shoot, and hopefully then I can do this over the weekend, or at least in April. I also visited the location where I wanted to shoot this. I did some test shoots, some photos without the figure or something, and then I tried to blend this together with the pictures I took in the workshop. And yeah, it worked okay. I think we are good. We are good here. So yeah. So let me just grab those full set of fences. That one is missing. There's like 4 and it should be 5. One of those fences is missing. Interesting. Because the thing was, I've printed those with the white filament, normal basic white filament, and then I was like, this is a 2.5 hour print, and then I came here near the end of the print, and I was seeing that the filament has almost run out. So I was like, ooh, that was a close one. And of course I had to print these with the like more premium ivory white filament, so it's basically a matte finish already. So yeah, but one is missing. There it is. Silly me. Okay, so those are the fences. We don't need them for a while. And before I will now paint this any further, I will come up with the mounting system. So let me show this to you. I will just zoom out a bit more so that we are in the clear. And now we have to come up with a mounting system. Because the thing is, this is not like this. It must be like this. So it is suspended from the ground. I guess it's like this. This should be the ideal height. So okay, and then I have this pipe. And I want to stick this pipe through and through, and have them hanging on the side. So, but I don't know if I can drill all those like walls through. There should be something in here that I can use. The long drill. Long drill is long. Yeah, this might work. This is also the diameter is good. This one is a bit bigger, so might use another pipe. So, but let's start with this one. So I need the big drill for this, because it's a special drill bit. Because it has this rigid thing that you just stick into the... Okay, and now we have like a long drill. So this might be a bit awkward to drill, but let's see. Guess it doesn't really matter where I drill. Someone around here, and I have to drill through all those Yeah, there are no metal rods in here, so just make a dent. Okay. Now let's drill with the long drill through all this cardboard. It's like super wobbly. Okay. Second one. Third one. And I guess last one. And I'm through. And I'm sure I was like way off, because this is like 2 fingers and this is like almost 3. Okay, so okay. But I guess it doesn't really matter, hopefully. Yeah. So I can attach those 2 on here. Yeah. So I need a second one as well. We've just used those pipes in the garden, so I have them. Those are just extra bits that I have now. And I can use them. Okay. I guess I will also like secure the print. Let Amico watch over me. Is she called Amico? I guess it's Amico. So the first one. Let's see if I can now get this a little bit more straight through all those layers. Immediately sinks in. That's for the people that always think I only use like basic tools. Now we have the big drill. It also got like totally crooked, but it's okay. It's now it almost looks like it's one of those cuts where you can see into the earth with like sewage pipes sticking out. So it's it still looks interesting enough. So now it's this thing that I have to basically know where to put these. That's this side here. I guess I have to find something where I can rest this. Let's see. This might work. Still a bit higher. Another one of those. Come. Camera, come. Follow me. Don't you want to follow me? It really doesn't want to follow me. It's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes the tracking is really messed up. But it's the best we have. Okay, that's too much. That's perfect. That's perfect. So basically, if I now mark those tubes with some kind of color, let's see, like acrylic paint, for example. Like the edges, then it should basically tell me where to drill, because it will leave an imprint on the other side. I mean, I could technically also measure, but I've just drilled through all these cardboard pieces in like this direction, so what's the point of measuring by that? So just put it into the right space, and then I just now I know where to drill. Again with the big one, I guess, huh? So ridiculous, so ridiculous. Is it the right direction? No. It's really stupid. For some reason this thing is bent, I think, so yeah. This isn't the nicest hole, but now I might be able to put this on here. Let's try if this was a success. Oh yeah, okay. One here, and then the second one as well. Oh well, look at that. We now have a floating tube system that even withstands a bit of weight, because as I told you, I have to put some plants into here and it doesn't crumble down. So that's nice. And if I put something on the other side as well, so this will be sufficient. Okay. So I guess I will do this on the other side as well. And then I can paint it and start to add the details. Hey camera, come, follow me into my... You don't want to follow me, don't you? Yeah, now you get it. It's an interesting area, I know. One you don't often have to film, but for this purpose, we have to do this from the other side. So I also added some plants into the workshop, so to make it a bit more welcoming, I guess. And here we are almost, oh my god. I guess this doesn't work, so I have to get this a bit like, let's see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this does work. So let's try to mark this. Yeah. Okay, so this one and this one. All right. Let's try if this works. Can I just can just grab the camera and yank it around? This thing really is bent. Look at this. Garbage. Pure utter garbage. Okay. You only drill like 2 holes and the whole workshop looks like you've did something really important. Yeah, somehow this drill got bent during the, I guess, renovation of the house. Some important task. And now it's barely usable. Okay, so now let's try to attach this on the other side. Okay, I was moving this set around quite a bit during the last couple days, and apparently the wires, you know, they stay in place now, so that also gives me a bit of hope. Okay. And I guess I also, if I want to have a small gap in here, I might as well as to have to, let me see if this looks good. Yeah, this looks adequate. The gap is adequate. Yeah. That's okay. I don't need any more gaps, so I can let this sit here. That's perfect. But I need to cut those. I need to cut those because that's still too big. That's still too big. There was something like a like a pen, wasn't it? Or just use the knife instead. Or why not? Okay, so I have to cut it here. 3mm is inside, so was this okay? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. So let's see if I can attach the other side as well. Oh, well, 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 look at that. This one is a bit, wants to sag a bit, okay. So I guess I have to attach a bit of cardboard here to counter this weight. But that's doable, that's doable. So where's the cap of this thing? I don't know. Yeah, it will show up eventually. So cardboard, 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 cardboard. Is this enough? No, we need some 3mm as I thought. Let's see. There is a piece. We have to look through the model. It's a bit unwieldy now, but yeah. Soon we will start to work on a new one, so not a big problem. Okay, let's just make a short little stripe to put it down there. Yeah, that's much better. Especially if I plan to bring this under a bit of stress. Okay. So I guess I can put this away. I also rearranged a couple of things in the workshop so that I have more space, especially for like upcoming model kit tools and colors. I need a bit of designated space for them. So that's That's a fine thing to do. Okay, so the last one, I really don't need any supports, because let me see the plans that I have in mind. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I guess there is a fourth one somewhere in here. Over there. Okay. So then this one here. Okay. This one here. On the other side, because this is the side that you most of the time don't see in the picture. But yeah. I have to get some supports in here. What should this support be? Just cardboard? Cardboard piece? Cardboard piece is fine. Cardboard piece is fine. I don't know why I don't have a pen or something. So let's see. Putting the plants away. Let's see if I can also move the model a bit. Yeah, that's much better. So now let's add the support. It's a bit too shallow. It's a bit too shallow. So this is 8.2. Let's make it 8.4 then. Use the other side. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So I need a second one, almost as big. At least in one direction, but this doesn't work. It's too small. Too small of a piece. Do I have a larger one here? I guess I don't. That's the thing, I threw everything out during the cleaning and now I need the stuff. So, yeah. So I guess I make like, I have like, yeah, I make 4 platforms because for the bottom one I don't need one. So if I use all the plants, which I might not because might look weird in the shadows. Because I hope I can cast those typical long Lain shadows outside. That's another reason why I don't want the nicest of weathers, because I want to cast my own shadows and not be dependent on the sun. And if I'm able to cast nice long shadows, then I can later fill in those like this texture, this strange Lain shadow texture in post-production. This like purple fog. Is the microphone still working? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know how long the batteries will hold. I should replace them for next Monday, when I start a new project, new model kit project, and next full time a new diorama project. So very exciting. To work on something new. During the week, I also managed to film the B-roll for the Nina review, the Nandroid. And now I have to come up with a script for the actual like studio shoots in front of the green screen. But right now I don't know what I have to write, like as an intro or like a start or a beginning. Oh, here is the cap. See, I will find it. You don't have to search things; they will come to you if you don't search them. At least this is what I have experienced. Don't look for stuff; it will find you. So now we just push this down here, and I will just glue this in. And hopefully I can just, yeah, I will be able to get those pipes in, because I have to calculate that to mount this outdoors, and I'm not the biggest fan of outdoor shoots because of a couple of reasons, but it's always so cumbersome to bring all those figures and the whole set outdoor. But sometimes it's the outcome is so nice that you can't ignore that, and you have to do it outside. Okay, let me show you the thing, what I'm working on. Okay, so this is one, and then I guess the second one over here. Yeah. Is this one bigger? No, it's the same pot. Okay. The stop motion GIF turned out really amazing. Did you create it by taking individual photos, or did you record it as a short video? In fact, I recorded it separate photos. So I took separate photos, and then I edited the clip in Photoshop. something you can do, but you don't have to. Because it's like all the Adobe programs these days are like, you can do pretty much anything. You can like edit video files in Photoshop. You can, I guess, do Photoshop things in Premiere or in After Effects. So yeah, they blend together pretty much at this point. The only thing that I think I noticed the way I did it, because there are like several ways to stack those pictures together, that there is a function in Photoshop to import them as a clip, and I guess it tried to merge the, how should I put this, like if you wiggle the camera a bit, then the whole figure will shake, so it's not the same frame each and every photo. I mean, of course you want to move the part that actually moves, but if you move the figure and it's not like perfectly rigged, you will also move the whole figure. You will move the head, you will move the feet, you will adjust the height, and so there will be these tiny imperfections. And for some reason the Photoshop put this together and tried to stabilize the images, I would say. So I don't know if this is a recent feature with like AI on something, but I've noticed that other than the parts that should move in each frame, it was pretty stable. So yeah, came together quite nice. So, but then again, I won't say I have experience in stop motion. Really, I don't have. I shouldn't do this too often, because it doesn't sound like the camera is liking this violent behavior. But I was trying to say that I did some Lego stop motion in the past for the convention project. So I guess this one is fine, and then I will put some in here. And the Lego stop motion was quite extensive, especially for the time it was made, like in the 2000s, mid to late 2000s. Corset. So yeah. So I know how to animate individual frames. And I did a similar thing with the... Where is my pen again? It's like... I know that it's like on the other side and I can't see it. Or it's not, it's here. Oh my god. I did the same thing with the MoeU doll. Also little short animations. And there at least I tried to create in-betweens via a program. But this didn't really work out so well. At first it looked super smooth with like 50 frames per second, but as soon as you looked a bit closer, you start to know that the generative AI or the program, however you want to call it, created some in-betweens that were really sloppy. But then again, you can't really fault the program for that, because I asked to basically make a 7 frame per second, or like no, like 4 frames per second animation, if we be honest, into a 50 frames per second animation. So yeah, this might not work. this might not work so well. So do I have another one? I only had like 4 of them. No, I have like 4. Should be another one. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, so I guess the supports are sufficient, I would call it. So let's put the plants over here. And let's start painting this second part. Do you still have that Lego video saved somewhere? I would really love to see it. Well, I guess some of those... some of the clips should be still online at my like what was basically the Connie's Highs YouTube channel back then. It's called A2 Check. Should be called A2 Check. It's like the one with the black and white profile picture. So some of them should still be out there, like the better ones. I guess the movie, the Lego movie we did before there was a Lego movie, of course, and it's all heavily themed around conventions. And of course, I did not have the budget or like the pieces to build like Lego sets. I had the figures, and I even customized the figures. Like I took apart Lego figures, I sanded them, I primed them, and then I painted the Lego figures to have them look like our friend group. Was quite nice. I mean, this was like in the day when there wasn't really much variety of Lego still, and I didn't have many pieces back then. So I had to basically customize my own figures, and yeah, then I've just basically printed out the backgrounds of various convention locations, and I used those as sets, and I just had occasionally Lego built stuff as scenery, but most of it was just like cardboard sets and rooms. But it looked okay-ish, I guess. It was something novel back then. Nowadays it's like, you know, this is like, if you don't involve and you look back to such foolish endeavors, they might come across as like cringe nowadays. But back then it was okay, I guess. Nowadays you would like need some serious efforts to do some Lego stop motion and some overall. It's like with everything. It's like with figure photography. Back when I started figure photography, it was really novel that someone would build like a set or have a good photo of a figure. But nowadays it's just super common and everybody does it. So to stand out is a bit harder these days. Okay, so this one needs some paint. So let me just look at this. I want to have like this. Yeah. Hopefully this works out. This one could have been a bit more in this direction. But I might have gone with this one. Doesn't really matter, I can do both. I will, but then again the figure is now, I can't do both, but well. I mean, I could like do this a bit in this direction. I need a drill though, but I guess I will do this. Let's see. Going a bit further back. So I need the drill. Can I do this by hand? Just to be curious. Let's see if I can do this by hand. Yeah, I can do this. Hooray. It's a hard work. It's like it's a workout routine. So let's take a look if this is better. Yeah, I guess this works better. Yeah. Okay, so now I can hopefully finally start to paint it. Let's try to remove it. And of course I will not paint this with a brush. I will paint it with a, what's it called? Paint roller. Should have played a bit more Splatoon, then I would know those terms. Okay. I will not even bother to apply the color to something. I will just make this. No. So it's way faster this way. And it also will turn the wall into some interesting structure if I roll this. course I need to do this a second time, but as a first layer this is good enough. I wanted to put this into my teacup, so that's no good. Let me see. There should be something. I can use this one. I know they have to put this on everything, but it's so annoying if you buy something from IKEA. They have all those like tags on each and every item. So if you buy like a dozen of them, you have those instructions a dozen times. It's really annoying. Why did I even use this soft brush? Doesn't make any sense. That's better. So yeah, this is like really sloppy, but it's only for the edges of the street so that it has a natural ending point. And yeah, as soon as the shooting is over, this will be thrown out. So I can't really invest much time into this. I guess I will just I don't know if we have time today, but I guess we can start working on it if everything goes according to plan. When the picture is taken, I will just take two of the nicest looking power units or power poles, and I will try to create a little mock-up base for Lain to be displayed permanently as a little gift with purchase for the person who will end up with her. So yeah, but back to the stop motion. The thing is, I would love to do more stop motion stuff with figures, with like the Nandroids or the dolls. And it's not so much the workload when it comes to shooting and editing the footage. Of course, this is a ton of work, no doubt about it. But the problem is when I want to do short animations, I have to know what to do. Like there has to be a plan. Better even a script, so to say. Because when I filmed my convention short videos, and if we talk about short videos, we talk about like 1 to like 5 minutes, something in between of that, with like dialogue and everything. Then I came up with a script. I even made like little, what is it called? Schematics? No, not schematics. Animatics, like a little script with like pictures. Storyboard. Yeah, storyboard. This is the term I was searching for. Little storyboards, so that I knew which angle to shoot from and what sets I needed before I even started with the whole production of the sets and with the filming and each of everything. So, and since this is like pretty amazing. If I look at those scripts today, that was like little was an thin A4 page with little panels on it, like comic panels. and I've drawn the scenes by hand. And since I can't really draw, it's very crude, but it gave me a bit of a reference what to do. And if I look at those storyboards today, I am always amazed, and I think to myself, when did I have time for all of this? Now I don't even have like, I don't sink much time into my scripts for the reviews. I've just basically typed them so that I know what to say and I don't mess up the facts. But back in the day, I really drew like this was like not like 2 pages. This was like 16, 20, almost like 30 pages of script and storyboard for each of those little videos. So, I don't know why I had so much time back then. I don't even have the like the excuse that today I'm more involved with like family or like personal life, because I'm still, the only thing I do is hobby stuff, so I don't have much people to care about, so nothing really changed in my life. But for some reason, I don't know if I would have the capacity to do stuff from back then. Maybe it's just the age. Maybe it's you lose your vigor when you get older. Don't know. I don't know. No. I got my apron dirty. I wonder what will happen if I wash it. I guess it will be fine. It's just cotton. Hopefully it's just cotton. I have this little, like, I don't know the English word for it, but this little jute sack from the Smart Dolls that sometimes I am back then, I have to say, because nowadays it's not a Jutebeutel, it's not the Jutebeutel anymore. It's plastic. It's a plastic canvas piece thing. The bag that come with a Smart Doll. But back then it was like this tote bag, this like really with like, you know, natural material tote bag, and it got a bit like greasy and dirty because I use it. So I thought, hey, why not put it into the washer? And I selected like 40 degrees, I don't know, it's nothing ridiculous, and I think it came out like a little bit shrunk. It's not, I guess it's not terrible, but it's now stiff as hell, and it's somehow shrunk a bit. Maybe it's just imagination, but I think it shrunk. Maybe I should use even more temperature next time, like do a little 90 degrees, and then I will shrink it down to like doll size. But yeah, since I use this tote bag for some of my grocery runs, I might find out if it shrunk, because if I don't fit all the groceries inside anymore, then I know for sure that it shrunk. It's like shrinkflation the other way around, where your bags get a bit smaller, and so you can really save when shopping for groceries if the bag is too small and you can't carry it. That's the reason why I hate going to the grocery store with the car, because each time when I'm there with the car, I have the mindset that I can carry everything that I want home, and so I will end up buying even more things that I don't need or that I don't really plan to buy. And when I go there with only one bag by foot, then I can't like buy 3 cases of beer, can I? Because I can't carry them home. Okay, so now we let this dry for a bit, and then we add a second layer. Meanwhile, I can pretty up the other side. First, let me refill the teacup. Okay, so let's see. If I start to pull this off, okay. Because I guess this is like, should I add another layer of paint on here as well? I mean, I guess I can do this, because why not? Okay. So now let's put on those fences, those fancy fences. And I have the... I don't know where are the two sets. I guess they are identical, so I really don't have to worry. So let's see. I can glue them. Should I glue them? I can glue them. There should be one for each individual partition here. So this one is for here. It's like a puzzle. Everyone fits perfect. That's the neat thing. If you have a 3D printer, you can measure and then eventually it will fit. So that's the one for here. Then we have one for here. The reason why they are like individually, like the spacing is not identical is because I used the same model and just scaled it up and down all the way. So some of them have like narrower spikes and some of them have like wider gaps between those. But then again, it's like just a fence. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one will even notice. Then we have one for here. Those little two ones don't have any fence. This is the part where the 3D printer like spazzed out a bit. It's like it flattens to the corner. Don't know exactly what happened here, but sometimes it does this. Don't know exactly why, but on the second print it did not do this. So strange. And it was not because the filament ran out, because like I said, there was plenty left, but not so much that I could start a second print. So I guess it was just a print error. But otherwise, those fence parts look really nice. I'm very happy to have this tool in my arsenal. So now we have like fences on here. That's nice. So we'll let this dry as well. And then we will add the plants, and then we're good to go. Look at that. Because I don't think I can do anything else with this set. On location, I will try to straighten out those individual lanes, those individual power lines, the cables, so to speak. Because some of them are a bit like wobbly. So I guess this is already dry. That's the good thing, cardboard like soaks up the paint. But we can put on a second layer. Okay. Still a bit paint missing here. Let's add one. Good thing is, if this looks a bit unperfect, it totally makes sense in the setting, because it's just a garden wall that most likely wasn't painted yesterday. So for it to have like little specks of gray and black coming through, I guess makes a ton of sense. Okay. So what about those? So if I put those in, then I can add some green bits. Can add some green bits on the outside as well, on those. And on those. Okay. And maybe this one as well. So let's rip this apart. Do I only have 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Thought I have 6, but oh well. Yeah. This is a new type of fake plant that IKEA has listed for those like tiles that you can put on the wall, and it looks pretty. I guess I've bought like a couple of those for maybe some upcoming photo shoots, because other than those like grass tiles that I also have, this looks more like a moss, so might come in handy sometimes. Okay, so let's glue those onto the structure, like here, here, and here, wasn't it? I guess gluing this with wood glue wasn't really the best idea if I want to move on, but I guess I have to be careful. Can I move this in a way that you can still see a thing or not? Maybe I should use a heat gun. I guess so. You can see a bit what I'm doing. Can even zoom out a bit. So yeah, if I want to make a mock-up base for Lain, I might as well throw together a round one that is a bit bigger, that looks like a street. So I guess I have to cut out some pucks and then I put them together, maybe add some cobblestone like on the edge of it, so that I can place at least, I don't know if it's like, I guess one power pole should be enough. But then again, 2 of them might be connected with those cables. Then again, they would be standing really close to each other, so yeah. Don't know if this makes much sense, but I guess I will find it out eventually. Just accidentally touch the paint, so maybe I can just lean something against this, that it doesn't constantly want to get loose. Let me see if I can find something around that is something that is big and heavy. Big and heavy. Some of those. Yeah, this one. Ah, that's perfect. Yeah, so now it can't fall off anymore. And I can just add those plants here. Something isn't right with this glue gun. Oh no. Now it's working, okay. Something is stuck in here. What did happen? I need something pointy. There's some glue in it. How did that happen? Okay. No, I think it broke. What's going on with the thing? That's interesting. I need some light. Ah yeah, there is like glue stuck in here. How did this happen? How did this happen to me? Huh. I don't know how I can get this out, but can this be like come loose. I guess this can come loose if I open all those screws. Let's see. Let's see what's inside. Let's see what's inside the glue gun. If I can open this up. The mysterious ways of the glue gun. This turned into a repair stream. Ah, it's hot. Okay, can I already open it? Not really. So how about now? Okay. So I guess that one has to be loosened a bit more. Oh, now it comes open. Would you look at that? Just want to take a look inside. Ugh. Okay. That's the inside of a glue gun, and yeah, there is the problem. There is the problem. Molto problema. Ah. That's really hot though. I wished I hadn't run this like just right now, but I really need to get rid of those glue things in the back here. We don't know why this did drip down here, but let's try to get this unstuck. There is one thing. I don't know if this is like intentional here, but I don't think so. Just put this away. I got all over the cables, so don't want to rip them apart. Ah, now we have it. Okay. So, yeah, I guess this is clean now. What's on the other side? Just some grease, I think. Okay, so now I have to put this back into position. Oh no, it came loose. Okay, so how does this work? I guess like this. And this goes in here. Okay. So can I touch this by now? It's almost touchable. I need to put this in here. Okay, okay. Yes, okay. Then the part where I can turn this on. Oh no, it got loose again. There is the LED part. Okay. Stick this in here. Or not. I really need some plier. And then okay, now this works. The only thing that is a bit annoying is this trigger. For some reason it won't stay in place. But I guess it will as soon as I attach those cables. Okay, this grabs down to here. There's some LED in here as well. So let's put this back together and see if we were able to repair it. What's up with this LED here? Okay. Put this back together. It's a bit annoying, gotta say. At least the things I built can dry up nicely, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, yes. Oh, this looks good. Okay, so putting all the screws together. Yeah, just hopefully it works. let me try it out before I just put in all the screws again. I don't think this is like from recent adventures. I guess it's built up over time in there. Okay. Let's let's try to heat this up a bit, and then we will see. So basically this piece here got stuck in there and clogged up the lever. Okay. Ha. So I don't need the light anymore. Yeah, but if something like breaks, it's always interesting to put it apart. Even if you can't repair it, you can at least like try to make sense of it, what's inside. Also, sometimes we have to like basically destroy totally good things. Like for example, there was this like outlet that came for the garden. It's an outdoor outlet that is like, it looks like a stone pillar, and for some reason it has a cable attached to it, so that you can basically just put it into another outlet. I don't know why you would do this in a garden situation, because it's mounted to the ground, so it doesn't make any sense. So we had to open it, and it's not meant to be ripped out, so it's a bit attached and welded together and bolted together. So yeah, and then we attached a new cable. So let me see if this works now. Yeah, perfect. So we can screw this together. One screw get away. It's like, there's like one, two, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It fell out, but 6. This one is number 7. 8. It's like 10 screws in here. It's like ridiculous. So now we can finally work again. One got away, so okay. So now let's continue, but now this should be heated up. Maybe it's a good thing that I have now those little tools here, because I really want to stick the greens out of the fence so that it comes through a bit. You can't really see this, but this works reasonably well. I'll just put this here. Ah, this is getting way too hot. Let's turn it off. It's getting hot in here. I guess I don't even have to glue this. If I put it through the fence. I'll just pull on it and eventually it will stay. Oh yeah, that's good, that's good. That's a very nice look. The only sad part is that due to the structure of those greens, the strings of the hot glue gun tend to get even more annoying. But I guess that's the downside if you want to have instant gluey things. Otherwise, we have to wait. So I can show you in a minute what I'm doing here. All pretty mysterious. Let's put this back in. Okay. So now looks like this, with the big bush here, and then the small ones that are sticking out into the way. It's nice. I guess I can add one more here. Yes, okay. So this one is fine. Screw it, I will just... Why did I even attempt to glue this with like wood glue? Such a bad idea. Okay. So now on top, maybe I should yank this out for a bit because I don't want to get it stuck in there with the glue. I have to remove those plants during transport. Hard to believe that this is only my, like, don't know what to call it, like my, if we be generous, my 4th set that I'm building here in the workshop. If we be less generous, then it's only the 3rd set. But I'm still living here for like almost 1.5 years, so yeah. I really thought I would have more time to work on certain projects. But on the other hand, last year, what really was a time eater, where it was like crazy, was the whole logo situation. Building the MoeU University logo for the main showcase. It took me almost like a couple months until it was finished. And I really don't want to start like 1,000 projects at once. And don't finish them. Or have them sitting half finished around. Okay. And then on the top level. Interesting part of the glue gun is that you can turn it off and it will stay hot for like minutes. And you can still work with it quite fine. I would really love if those came with like some temperature settings, because most of the time I don't need it super hot. So if anyone is interested about the whole garden situation, I know this is becoming like a bit of like my personal ballroom story, where I always can drift to the garden and tell you about the garden, how things are going. We did this picture where we had the first, I don't know what it's called in English, the Spatenstich, like when the project starts, when it officially starts, then people are gathering with their shovels in hand. Most of the time are politicians, and then they will take a photo with where everyone has a shovel in hand or a spade, and then they pretend to work. So we did the same thing, and I looked back on this photo and I noticed that it was from 1 month ago. So now the construction crew finished their work yesterday, or was it on Tuesday? I don't know. Or was it, I guess it was Wednesday. Today is already Friday, so time is like blurring if I'm not working. But yeah, the construction crew finished the work like in the middle of the week, so to say. And the sad part is that the landscape part is now postponed to the middle of May, because we have this like local landscape company or like garden thing, florist, I don't know, that does all kinds of stuff, and they already delivered the tree, the main tree for the garden, that hopefully is doing well, because I don't know, if I look at the tree, it's like, I don't know, it loses like leaves constantly, and I hope it doesn't stress it too much that we relocated it, but because it's like a big tree already, big-ish tree, and when we did this, we all asked for an offer to do the rest of the landscaping. It's basically just we removed tons of soil from the garden, like 80 to 90 cubic meters, and now we have to refill the soil. So we need tons and tons of soil, and yeah, we basically just said, okay, make us an offer and like start as soon as possible. And now they told us, yeah, okay, everyone is doing the garden now, and there are tons of things that has to be done, and now it can only be done in the middle of May. So basically all the hard work is now done, like the stones and the heavy work, but now it will sit until further notice, until the middle of May. So yeah. So when I'm coming back to work next Monday, I can immediately postpone my second vacation and hope that I can get one in time. So this looks now like this. Where can you see it? Oh, it's an interesting structure. I guess I can already attach it to the build. So yeah, like I said, so now we have a ton, I don't know, of minor things to do. Like today we started with building some kind of roof for the garden shed, some side port roof made out of wood, and yeah, so now we can do a couple side projects, side quests or side builds, and hopefully the time will fly until the mid of May that we can finally move on. I guess we can also already buy all the plants. I guess I will just add a fresh coat of paint here, third one. And plan out all the plants that we want to plant. But then again, we also can start with the cleaning, with the spring cleaning outside, because as soon as the landscape guys came, they will make everything dirty again with their soil. So yeah. But the cool part is that we agreed on hiring a film crew once everything is completed, when the garden is finished and everything is set up And so the house is also finished inside, the interior. So basically then everything is renovated. And as soon as everything is finished, I would say like in the summer, like June or July, I don't know, then we will hire a film crew to shoot the location. And of course I could do this myself, and I will do this myself with the normal camera. I can take a few nice video clips, but what I can't do is shoot the whole area with a drone. And we will hire a camera crew that will hopefully can fly a drone, not only in the garden and film it from up above, but also can fly with the drone through the house and record it, like coming in from one side and going out through another window, stuff like that you might see on social media from time to time. And then we have a nice drone video from the house. Depends if I can find a good operator. I mean, drone stuff is also a thing that would totally interest me, but then again, so does half a dozen other things. And I guess this is also a topic that is nothing you can learn overnight or do on the side. And then again, yes, I'm an outdoor person, but also I'm not like coming around much, so I can't film any spectacular scenes with the drone. But last time, a couple days ago, I saw somebody in the park flying a small miniature drone, like one of those tiny things, but still with the goggles on, and he piloted it from a bench. And yeah, it's interesting. Looked more like drone sport, like racing. So now we'll not do the same mistake again. I will just glue them onto this with hot glue. Or with cold glue. Has to be hot though. It's interesting how this structure doesn't look half bad. I was thinking like, I don't know about this. Looks a bit sketchy, but then again, with the green bushes adding and all this stuff, this looks totally decent. I mean, I try to show this to you like from another angle. Let me think if I can pull down a bit. Yeah. Oh well. Not so bad. The second side, and then we are good to go. And look at the clock. I guess we can call it a day at midnight today. It's good because tomorrow I have already a busy schedule. I still need something from the hardware store. Always VIP at the hardware store for the last 4 years. Constantly needing something. And also a VIP at the like junkyard, where you can put your garbage, like the garbage that you shouldn't throw away in the normal bin. We're visiting this place also like a few hundred times in the last 4 years. But eventually this will all come to an end. So let me pull this up. This set is so ridiculous. Does it even function? The focus? This is too big. This belongs here. Yeah, it feels more natural. I was surprised how good this looked, to be honest, because I wasn't quite sure if I would nail the look of the scene, because if you look at the photo, you can totally see some houses here, some like structures, some resident buildings, and I didn't want to build those. Like, even as a front, it's like super annoying to build like those houses in scale. Would have been even bigger. And then again, we will not see these areas, but yeah. And for the shadow creation, I can use other things, like some piece of cardboard that is shaped like this. So at least I can use the green plants that I use in the diorama. Those will end up in the workshop. I've already put a few in some places to have the whole thing look a bit nicer down here. So yeah. And I might also add some picture frames and some, like, what is it called? Showcases, some narrow showcases. Because I thought I will just display my model kits down here. Because if I'm being totally honest, I don't have the space to display them in the main showcase, because it was never meant to display model kits. I mean, there is plenty of space, but that's the problem. The space is too big in the main showcase, and those relatively tiny model kits, like normal high-grade Gampler stuff, will look lost in there. And so I might put some narrow showcases in here, so I can display them. Of course, they have to be sealed, so they don't collect too much dust. But other than that, oh my god, this doesn't. The goggles, they do nothing. The glue does nothing. I don't know if they still have those like individual showcases that I had in the living room in Vienna. Those were pretty cool. Those were like those floating acrylic boxes on the wall. But then of course they were pretty intense to mount, because every of those boxes you had to mount with like 4 screws. 4 screws in drywall back in Vienna, but also I would have to use drywall like screws and drywall equipment down here as well. And like 4 screws for such a tiny case where you basically can just put in one figure. So that's a bit ridiculous. But yeah, some narrow showcase. I'm sure we'll find something. And some picture frames where I can fill them with the photos that or rather, or should I say I, or maybe we, take together on the journey of all the models we built in here. Oh, it's like intense spider webbing. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Everything is full of spider webs. It's like in the garden. Everything is full of spider webs. Not so much spider webs, to be honest, but we have so many ants. Oh my god, the garden is full of ants. This was always a thing, even when my grandmother used to live here. I remember as a child, so many ants in the garden. Even those flying ones, those flying ants. And there is a point in the year where they fly out. And that's pretty intense. It's like some biblical punishment thing when they start to fly and swarm out. It's just for a couple days and then it's gone. But during those couple days, it's pretty intense. Don't know why there are so many ants. Even when they told us that they are all dying, the garden is full of them. It's a bit annoying because sometimes they find a way into the house as well. And that, of course, is a thing I cannot allow. I really would like to got those. Yeah, I really hope that the spot I selected for taking the picture will be a good one. At least it's very quiet there. Not much like people coming around. It's a suburban setting, so yeah. I guess some folks will come by with their dogs. They're walking their dogs and they will be confused. Some of them might start a conversation, but then again, most of the time I will just hand them over to whoever is with me shooting pictures. So that they can tell the story what we are doing, because usually I'm not in the mood to tell. And then I try to look like busy and in the zone when I'm taking the pictures, so that I don't notice them. I really have to also look up the first pictures. There's so much green in the picture. When I started with this project, don't even know. So yeah, hopefully I can write my script for the review during the weekend. Hopefully I will be kissed by the muse to come up with something cohesent. I was thinking about waiting with the shooting until my Girls Band Cry, my toge neckties come in. But then again, this might be taking too long, because I selected a new kind of transport that was available with those, because I guess it's because it's like just two neckties. There was a relatively cheap option, not surface package. I'm not that desperate to save money, but like some really small air package. So I don't know how long this will take, because usually nowadays when Ami sends a figure with like standard air freight, that got a bit expensive these days, but still cheaper than like DHL or FedEx delivery. It usually only takes around like two weeks, so pretty fast. I mean, you see it yourself. I'm ordering my top pick figure of the month at the end of March, and now it's like the 17th of April, so it's already here, and it arrived, I guess it arrived on Wednesday, so yeah, pretty fast, like 2 weeks. Not bad. So I think I will use all those like few bushels that are left at least the ones that are complete. And then I attach this to the model and I will show it to you. I will not put Lain in there because I have her here down at the workshop, but then I would have to unbox her again, and I don't want to do this, to be honest. You will see the final photo soon enough. Hopefully on Sunday I will be able to shoot this. Hopefully. Let's like Nina's shirt is saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Sad part is I only can do this on the weekends now, since I don't have vacation anymore. Otherwise I would have done this like somewhere during the week. But vacation is now over. Okay, this looks a bit silly, but okay. Guess I can stick this in there as well. Okay, let's clean this up. It's definitely one of those sets that are, I guess you have to know what the final picture might look like, because otherwise it looks pretty rough around the edges, especially with this open front. There aren't many chocolate sides, so to say. But then again, those side parts are essential, I think, because otherwise it would be a too rough cut between miniature build and reality. I'm spooling the spider web up, so this is what this gesture means. I'm not spazzing out, so okay, I've used up all the green parts, at least the ones that I've prepared. But this has to suffice. Oh, there is. Oh, I guess one part that is from the glue gun didn't made it back into the glue gun. Extra parts, yay! but it works. That's all I need to know. So there is this rubber thing, but okay. Well, maybe I have to open it one time again, so then kind of put it back in. Okay, so now let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Okay. take this. Use the new one. Okay. On to the second hose. Yeah. What's your chocolate angle? Is it like this? I will turn it around and we can look at it from the other camera. It's quite heavy. Wow. Everything that came together is quite heavy. So now we can pretend there is some figure in here. Let me check if I have something in here. We can use our armless Amy, poor armless Amy for once. That might even be more the scale to this figure. So let me cancel the tracking, and then I can get this into focus. I really should not press the home button. Why is the home button even there? It is such an annoying button in the middle of the array to press. Okay, I think I have it now. So this might be the view. But then again, as a portrait, so yeah. Okay, so that's the set. That's one ammo that's falling. So yeah, I hope all the poles are still at least straight as I can use them. I guess it's okay. That one might be a bit crooked, but then again I can just push it a bit. Maybe I can glue this one. I guess that's a bit better now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it came together quite good, I would say. Wouldn't have thought that the side walls add so much like so much flair to it. It almost looks like a real set that is intentional. Yeah. Hopefully I will have some good weather. Okay. What's with this preset? Honestly, what's with this camera preset? Why is this even in here? I don't know. Okay, so yeah. The set is basically now finished. I can detach those side things from it pretty easily. Should be transportable in my car. And if everything goes according to plan, I can move out on Sunday and take the picture. Let me check the weather. Let me check the weather for Sunday. Let me see. I guess I can do this on the phone because I do it all the time on the phone. So I will, at least I know what the weather app is telling me. That does tell me nothing because apparently there is no connection. The streaming is hogging all my Wi-Fi. No, that's not true, but interestingly enough, there is. Okay, now we're going. So basically, Sunday there will be thunderstorms. Okay, with 60% rain. And sadly, there will be gusty wind. And we go forward. This is today, this is tomorrow, then we start Sunday. And apparently the bad weather will start at noon. Okay, we'll start at noon, and then there will be thunderstorms at late at night, at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. But still at the afternoon, like very gusty winds. So I don't know. I mean, this is not terrible to shoot with a bit of wind, but then again, I don't know. Maybe I can't do this on Sunday. Doesn't look too good, to be honest. Doesn't look too promising, but yeah. Maybe I have to postpone this for another weekend, but such is life. This is the problem with the outdoor shootings. This is also the problem if you have a garden that is also outdoor that needs to be renovated. You can't rely on the weather, and you don't know when you will be finished. Okay, so let me just try to glue this a bit more. Okay. I need to let this cool off a bit. Is there something I can use to can I stick this in there? I guess. Can I? Does it fit the second sheet? Yes, it does. So I guess now it looks ugly, but I guess it's more straight now. Okay. So yeah. So we let this dry. We remove all the the spider webs from the hot glue gun, and then it will wait for a perfect day to shoot this, or at least an adequate day. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's 5 minutes till midnight, so this is the perfect time to end this stream for today. Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a nice weekend too. It will be my final 2 days off of work, so I will try to enjoy them, even if I still have to work outside. Yeah, as soon as I will take the picture, since everything is practical, I don't have to do much post-production, so you will see this the final result very soon. And yeah, next Monday, another Pla Monday with a new plastic model kit, the 30-minute fantasy what is it, Lancer figure. I will start with this one, and next Friday on full time I will start with a new set, with a new figure and a new set, so I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, let's see each other again on the next live stream from the workshop. Can we rate someone? Let's see if we can rate someone, if someone is online. Okay. No, there is nobody online that I follow, so we might as well check out a new channel. Is there something that interests me? Yeah, okay. Okay, so someone is building a real great Gundam, so maybe we hop into this stream and see how it goes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and stick around for the raid. I will see you next Monday for Pla Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.